good. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and I am here to do another reaction. And this is a reaction to a request that was dropped on the Into the Music channel in one of our song threads. I'm not sure which one. And thing is that I have seen this band name drop before, so it wasn't just by one person one time. Um, and Untitled. Untitled is the song that I chose and as my first one for this band. And I got the live version. I'm excited. And I guess with no further ado, let me go on the side and then I'll come back here. That's so cool. I don't condone smoking. I mean, to each his own, but that was cool. Voice is so good.
I will surprise you sometime. I'll come around. Oh, I will surprise you sometime. I'll come around when you're down.
Love how this is all building. So cool how to keep that. That was good. I'm hooked. That song hooked me onto this group, Untitled. Okay, that's really cool. It was really hard to kind of figure out what he was singing. His voice was amazing.
I love his voice. Um, I just need to go back on the other side. I'm gonna get into the lyrics a bit, and there's only that one sort of small part of the song where he was singing, and again, splendidly. I love the slow, steady build up of the song, the vibe, um, the um, the heart. The heart of the song, right? The feel. That's what sort of made this song for me. Um, and I need to know more about this band. And I really hope he stops smoking because he has an amazing voice, and you keep doing that, it's gonna somehow bite back. Um, but yeah, I'm just having fun. Actually, am honest about that. But my dad smoked almost his whole life. But anyway, so this was a really good listen. Let me again pull up the lyrics, some information on this band, and I'll see everyone on the flip side and talk about it.
Yeah, I really like that song. It was so good. So good. I just, there was it's interesting because it's a guitar-oriented song, putting effects on the song. There's a heaviness to it. On the other side of it, though, it was melodic, and it might also been because of the singer. Man, he just shined. His voice is so good. Love his voice. Like there's really no complexity to the song. It's kind of straightforward as far as like chord progression and stuff. But what they did with the guitar and his voice just rose it. I just rose it. He rose with the song. He lifted the song. It was so good. Um, so I am really curious, and I got some information pulled up about the band, and so um, I'm going into Wiki here, and we'll get into the lyrics after this. This is from the album "Turn on the Bright Lights." It's the debut album by American rock band. I did not know that. I just pulled the Wiki thing up now, um, and it was like waiting for me, but I didn't get into it. Holy crap! I'm actually really surprised by that. it it just had that British, that UK, that British feel. It just did. I guess, I associate so many really great songs that I love. Um, the melodic sound, I'm really drawn to that. Not so much a pop sound, but like that, I guess like the British pop, British post-punk, British indie. I mean, I don't know. Um, but this had that British sound. To me, it did. So I'm really surprised by that. Who makes up the band? So they formed in 1997. Paul Banks, lead vocals, rhythm guitar. Yeah, Paul, you have some voice, man. Daniel Kessler, lead guitar, backing vocals. He was the guy who started that song off with that real kind of, that really steady, slow, steady uh, guitar line. That was pretty cool. Untitled was a piece of music that was cultivated to open shows well before we had any designs to make a record. It was a way to introduce the band live, and then by virtue of having performed it so many times, it became clear that this was our theme music to announce the band, and it felt appropriate to include it as such on our first album. So that's really cool. Daniel would come in with these very specifically executed guitar melodies, pretty much always in the baritone range that already had a world within them. Yeah, absolutely. That guitar was definitely speaking, man. And to be able to convey a whole spiritual world of a song in just a melody, which you can imagine drums and a bass and keyboards and vocals wafting around in, is a type of genius. Untitled is a great example of that. This was actually Daniel Kessler and Carlos Dengler in an interview with Pitchfork. So I think that was Carlos talking about Daniel and his playing. Absolutely. So the song's about a person telling this is a contributor on genius.com, the lyric website. It's about a person telling his or her lover that they'll come around and surprise their lover by becoming a better person and being there when things aren't going well. The narrator has hurt the person he loves so many times in the past, and it seems as though nothing will ever change. He vows that even if it takes forever, he will change. both for the well-being of the relationship and the person he loves to show that he really cares. Chris and I would talk about this a lot in our reactions, and it sometimes annoyed people who, you know, who were fans, loyal fans of the band, the artist, the song that we were reacting to. And it was like, why didn't you put the time and effort needed into those lyrics? And they had a point. It was a first reaction, right? A first listen. So you're catching some of the words, but you're not really sure, And then sometimes we look at the lyrics, they're sort of ambiguous, a lot. And, it really does require sort of diving into. So I kind of took the criticism in a really good way, in a positive way, and said, in my reactions down the road, if I can actually um, kind of bring the lyrics in my reactions and try to make some sense of them. I may not, and it's just really my opinion. I might be interpreting lyrics completely different than what the artist and what the fans actually know the song to be about. But I'm going to take that chance. I'll take that leap. Be courageous, vulnerable, and might as well just kind of tell you what I think it's about. So there's only one verse here. Surprise sometimes will come around. Surprise sometimes will come around. I will surprise you sometime. I'll come around. Oh, I will surprise you sometime. I'll come around when you're down. That's it. I mean, Genius has only given me that verse. So that's it. They took that and they really focused in on the feel of the song. It worked, man. That's genius. Just have that one verse and to have a song like that. I loved it. That's going like on my playlist, and I've been pretty lucky so far. These first several reactions that I've done, since coming back, it's just been a real treat. So thank you for watching this reaction video, and I hope to see every one of you on the next episode of Into the Music.